obviously what you do as a coach isn't hey, here's like the quick one, two, three, but I'd love to
Mhm.
hear a little bit about your method or kind of like the approach you take with people. Just, you know, the
Mhm.
high level short version of it.
Yeah, for sure. And with something I want to add kind of into that, like we were talking about to carry over, you mentioned a minute ago, you said you kind of got into it originally is about making a bunch of money, right? I think number one, I've been doing this a long time. Number one, as men, typically, and this is men and women, but really guys, like we tend to want to drive to be the best. Like meaning like we got to compete. We want to be the provider, want to be the best. I'm a baseball player, I'm a basketball player, a tennis player. I got to be the best in the court. Selling mortgages, got to be the best mortgage guy. So there's this drive. But all of us at the beginning, it's like we kind of go through phases in life. And so the first kind of phase in business you want to get is you want to feel successful, right? And success at that first level, because you haven't experienced anything else, is making a lot of money. So it's very normal to kind of go, I'm building this because I want to make a bunch of money. Because like you said, we don't have it, right? We hadn't reached a level of feeling stability and prosperity yet to go, oh, wow, I've done that. But the interesting thing is, once you reach the level of having the money and seeing it consistent and being able to do the things you want, maybe get a house, get a car, pay off bills, college, stuff like that, you start to realize like, yeah, that's cool, but that's not really fulfilling me. It's not that it's not enough, it's not everything. And so when I work with clients, my structure is, first of all, it's a whole life process. So people come in, they always have a presenting problem. Hey, my business isn't going as well as it was. I was good 2 years ago and now we're not scaling the same way. So the problem is I want to grow my business and it's all money focused. I'm like, that's cool, but that's the presenting problem. We need to also pay attention to a whole life experience. So we work on 6 areas of life: career, relationships, health and fitness, personal growth, spirituality, and hobbies. That makes sure you're covering every area of your life and you're not just focused where problems are, because that's what we do. We get emotional all the time and we think about and focus on problems. If you have this
Yeah.
map and you're saying, okay, cool, your problems in your relationship, it's falling apart right now. Business is going okay, but your health and fitness is also bad. You don't have any idea what your purpose is. Maybe no spirituality. You have no hobbies, no time for anything. What are you doing for personal development? Do you read? Do you meditate? Do you work out? So we start to build a map across everything. My process is called the ideal you. So what I do is I help everybody figure out what their ideal is so that they can look at it. And, it doesn't mean when you know it means you're there, but you have clarity. Like depression, anxiety, lack of motivation all come from lack of clarity, right? If you think about it, fears, it's like, do they love me? Do they not love me? Did I screw up? Am I going to get fired? Did I do this right? Was the proposal good enough? That all causes emotional thinking. So I teach my clients how to move from emotional thinking to objective thinking. So you think clearly and you make decisions that are logical and you can reason them out and see the value. I help people understand how to make a plan in each area of their life so that they're clear on what they want specifically, which takes away the stress and gives you the goals. Then you prioritize what you want to work on because you got the whole map. You can choose anything you want. You choose your passions, let them drive you, your inspiration, your energy level, your goals, but you have a map. And so you can say, today I'm going to work on my career. Today I'm going to work on my relationship. Today I'm going to work on my health and fitness. But that's always taking you forward. Everything is working in synchronicity because you already have a map of everything. So you're already understanding, if I do this in my career, it's going to affect my relationship this way. So you don't just go running down one branch of a tree and realize that you got to come back to the trunk and start growing up again. And so I help everybody figure their passion and figure out that map. And then when you do that, the cool thing is the problems, the challenges, the limitations that you recognize that you want to work on have great value because they're all things that are obstacles in the way to where you want to go. Rather than just saying, oh, I feel off today. I'm not motivated. I have no idea what I want in life. I don't really like myself. I haven't been working out. My relationship's falling apart. Let's work on something. Let's like, why? What's the purpose of working on it? I know it just to feel better, but tomorrow's another day and it's going to change again. Emotions change all the time. You need to have an understanding of the fundamental reason of why you're doing it. If you're like, wow,
Mm.
there's this huge block, but when I overcome it, I will never have that block again. And now I'm able to accomplish this in my relationship or this in my business. And the value is so much greater because there's a million problems we could all choose, but choosing the problem that actually gives you the right door that opens the right opportunity, that's the difference maker.